Greetings everyone, and Great here from another H-Bars 2 Definitive Edition replay. Spawn on the north side as the Slavs, we have Patapon. Spawn on the south side as the blue Lithuanians, we have Valeyellow99. And this has to be some sort of mega random map, because there is an elf watchtower here. Interesting. Both this map starts with watchtowers. Could be interesting, to say the least. Well, either way, let's go cover each player's civilization bonuses before I forget. Slavs, they are infantry and siege civilization. Farmers walk 10% faster, very powerful. Supplies and garrisons are free. Siege workshop units are 15% cheaper. Monks walk 20% faster. Unique is a boyar, which I believe is a heavy cav. Like, I think it's, in comparison, basically a Teutonic knight, but mounted. If that's the best way to describe it. I'm not really sure off the top of my head. You never see a lot of these unique units built. And for the unique text, detonants replace 40% of the castles and stone cost with wood, making castles a bit more accessible. And Druznia, infantry will damage adjacent units, but makes them very, very good in trash fights. Their halberdiers versus other halberdiers are one of the best in those sort of matchups. Scouts engaging scouts. Oh, 18-12. It's getting very close, but I think blue will lose. 6 health versus 3 health. Yep. Red has won out that engagement, but blue does fall back in time, so can scout around with it. Oh yeah, I forgot to cover the team bonus as well. The Slavs team bonus is... military buildings provide +5 population room. Nothing too significant, but it is nice to have. Team bonuses also like that. Camp. Lithuanians, cavalry, and monk civilization. Each town center provides 100 food. I'm assuming one upon completion. Spearman line and skirmishers move 10% faster. Each garrison relic gets +1 attack. Knights and Lightus, maximum +4. Unique text. Lightus is a armor-piercing cavalry unit, if I remember correctly, and the winged hussar, which is an alternate final upgrade for the hussar, makes it a little bit better. Unique text, hill forts, town center with +3 range, not generally useful, but could potentially be useful to protect itself against crossbows and mangonels. And tower shields, spearman line and skirmishers get +2 pierce armor. Very useful in order to withstand in trash fights. And against elite skirmisher trash fights. Monasteries walk 20% faster. Nope, let's go and fast forward. Both players in feudal age now. Got blacksmith, got some stable, got a barracks here. He's got a partial wall-in going. Over here, we got basically no wall-in going, but he does have that wood line secured up by that free tower. That's with the gold line, so that is actually, that tower is protecting the gold. Over here, the tower over here is just protecting the wood, and partially protect the gold, not all too well, and partially protect the stone, but not all too well. It looks like Blue Scout has gone down. Wait, both players just went castle age. Okay. Both players have went fast castle. Additional scouts being pulled up by blue. Does find a spearman. Spearman 1. Trying to get the monk there. Spearman trying to ward away the cavalry. They're playing Ring Around the Rosie, and the spearman does get healed up. May want to get a second scout or a second spearman over here, because right now he's going to get hit from all sides and he's going to pick off that monk. The monk could try to go with conversion. And he will get the kill there on the monk. Very nice. Good play there. Does take a little bit of damage from the spearman, however. Over here, we do now have the spearman engagement spearman. And yeah, Red's monk does claim the relic. Red spearman will defeat blue spearman. But blue's try to go for converted there. The monk receives some pokes there, taking 3 damage per poke. 3 more pokes, he's down. Got also scouts here, and does pick off that monk now. So this relic is a very securable spot, but he may get converted. Does convert the wounded one. And now blue smoke trying to push him forward. The red spearman maybe wanted to start taking time to stab that monk. Does red get going for any more monks right now? He is going for another monk and more spearmen. Does get some good damage there. 3 more pokes down. Does get another conversion there. And now he's getting healed up by the other monk. He actually managed to secure this relic. I'm actually quite impressed. And he does go and pick himself another spearman. I'm really surprised he actually got that relic. Right now, there's 1 relic picked up by red. Soon to be 1 relic picked up by blue. This map has another relic here, 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 and here. So this map has 6 relics. 1, 2 picked up, 3, 6. Yep. This map has 6 relics rather than the usual 5. And overall, blue's doing a good job at capturing spearmen. Red right now has 3 villager queues at the moment, so we'll be able to push forward with a large number of villagers. Blue has less villagers at the moment. Does only have 2 villager queues. There's going to be soon his 3rd. And going for a backline market. Lithuanians really need to start trying to get playing with these relics. We'll be able to find that one there. Got the exotic doggo, stopping the spearman from advancing forward. This monk may need a bit of escort. He can be healed. He's a religious man. Remember, you got to withstand the abuse, I guess. I don't know, I was trying to think something smart ass, but I couldn't think of anything. Does kill off that spearman there. And this will be relic number 4. That makes the Lithuanians get the maximum benefit from their civilization bonus. Actually, no, this will just be number 3. This one can be contestable by either side, but blue has a good grasp on this region. And getting that maxed out will give him quite a bit of extra damage on his knights. Scouts pushing forward. Got additional towns that are being pulled up by the Slavs. There's gold deposit. There's 2 gold deposits right here, so they're pretty close by, easy securable. There's also a stone and gold deposit. These are a lot of small deposits here. This map is scattered by small deposits. Getting a bit of damage there on that villager. Does escape into the sound center. This town is still pretty far from being built. Spearmen in pursuit of these scouts. Does take out the monk there. And picks off another monk as well. Blue's doing a great job this game. Picking off these monks, gain the relics. 3 relics have been claimed. As blue not seen this relic here, nor does he see any other relics on the map. And he may not realize there's a pattern to the relic placement, because it is, of course, one of the mega randoms. But there is another relic there. Easy could be secured. What does red see when it comes to relics? Red does not see any more relics either. He has captured this northern one, but neither player sees these 2 bottom relics. And looks like blue's going to try to capture up this stable. It'll take a bit of time, and his opponent could just simply hit the delete button as such. Now he's going to try to convert the house. Got some of these villagers being secured up as well. I think you captured that villager there. Very nice. Got this villager being pushed on forward. And I was going to try to get some harassment here. Got Imperial Age being pulled up by red. Blue's going for Wheelbarrow and Town Watch. And he's getting a good number of captures on these villagers. That's not usually how you harass villagers, by converting them, but he's doing a good job at that. Let's have a siege workshop here now. Designed for a Mangonel, just need a bit more housing space. Got some housing pulled out here. Scouts now pushing us forward. Pikemen making their advance. That was, of course, a pikeman. I think these spearmen may be all converted spearmen. As I believe even before the barracks, he does have a barracks on field. Does get a bit damaged there. Doesn't have any damage research on infantry or onto the knights. So I can't tell if all these spearmen are just converted or what. Got another Mangonel push way forward. Does get a bit of damage there on the town center. Best get a castle to get your unique technology research. Oh wait, no, that's the other player. Pikemen advancing forward, and yep, Blue does get the pikemen research there. So those 3 spearmen are actually the 3 pikemen are the ones that his opponent has, since they retain the upgrades his opponent currently gets. See here, pikemen +1/+1 armor. Spearmen have no armor, while red has no armor research. Oh no, he does have the infantry armor, so maybe I'm mistaken. Yeah, it is actually the red spearmen, the pikemen. They retain the upgrades to the opponent's research. There's now a breach there. Good damage coming out of the town center. Pikemen push way forward, get a bit damage onto those scouts. Not even like cavalry just yet. From Fervor and Sanctity. Red does have the next age up and going. A lot of damage coming on this town center. Red is now eyeing for some more blacksmith techs. Pushing forward with halberdiers. There's a large number of monks on the field. Usually monks are not exactly the proper counter to halberdier, but the monks do have good healing capabilities, so I suppose that's one possibility. This is a really strange fight here, to say the least. Mangonels push way forward. We do now have a defensive castle going out for red. Mangonels do not, they should see it. There's an outpost here, so he definitely does see it. We also got a forward monastery here. Halberdiers are pushing way forward. Let's get some damage on these forces there. Trying to shank some more of these units. Now Red's castle has been pulled on the field. He can go for some Poryar against with all the monks nearby. Maybe not a good idea. He can go for the Driznia as well, which is probably a bit expensive. Mining camp going up, trying to collect the stone deposit there. Halberdiers engaging the Halberdiers. This is not going well for Red, is it? Got these Halberdiers pushing forward. Does take out a villager there. Got some of these villagers being pursued. More Halberdiers being pulled up by Red. And the monks healing is 1 blue the fight. Does draw them into the castle fire now. It sounds like there could be get a bit of repairs. I don't think it can garrison units at the moment. Halberdiers on the flank will be able to get some good damage there on these monks, and they all get stuck right there. You know, without the healing there, these pikemen and spearmen and halberdiers will all go down. And some of this infrastructure will start going down, so it will take a bit of time. Hopefully Red has Arson's research. He does not have Arson's research. It's going to take a very, very long time to poke all these buildings down. Down south, we got gold being collected on up. We got a bit of walls there. We do now have the Imperial Age research by blue. Let's see what blue's eyeing. Chemistry, and for some Lightus against Halberdiers. Maybe not a good idea. Castle now going to receive some fire from the trebuchet. They do have good attack, don't get me wrong, but Halberdiers, of course, the counter unit. It's going for some subscription and going for some melee armor. We do now have another castle being pulled up by the Slavs. So there's enough stone here to pull out to get enough stone for another castle. We can use it to castle creep. Guess it'll take a long time to clean that all up. Red needs to start eyeing for more gold deposits. There's some gold deposits down here, as well as more stone he's collecting on up. Castle being pulled up on high ground. This castle's on the high ground as well, so these trebuchets will do reduce damage. Halberdiers push my way forward. And there goes that castle now. He does have a university here, and he's going for his castle age technology. Replace 40% of the castles and stone cost of wood, so those stone deposits actually become much, much more valuable. Got Lightus here, got hand cannoneers being pulled out, very nice. Hand cannoneers, of course, a good counter unit to Halberdier. Lightus are finding individual Halberdiers now. We'll get a bit of damage onto them. All these villagers being head on off to the wood line. Two trebuchets here. Conscription's being researched by Blue as well. Yep, still going down. Trebuchet now seeing some small arms fire. And yeah, that was very poorly managed. He throws away two trebuchets, as well as some halberdiers. More hand cannoneers being pulled out on the field. Let's see, he's going for ballistics now. Can he? Let's see. He can't get bracer. He can't get all the archer armor, so his elite skirmishers will just have a little bit lacking of range when it comes to hand cannoneers. No, they should have the same range. Of course, we get elite skirmisher. And get heavy cap, not parting tactics, not thumb ring. Does have chemistry. So maybe I'm starting to transition to some skirmisher, or maybe they're trying to get some better castles. Yeah, they should still have. Elite skirmishers will still have the same range as the hand cannoneers. So let's get some good damage there on the lightest. Trying to move around. Going for another castle here as well. There's going to be just mass castle, looks like, for the Slavs. He could eventually go for boyars. The amount of castles is going to get pulled on the field. Light is not pushing way forward. We'll get a bit damage onto these villagers. Right now, Red does have 172 villagers. That is too many villagers. He can lose these villagers. These villagers are expendable. Let's get ballistics now research. You can go for fletching a bottom arrow to make sure his castles get a bit more range as well. He's going to go for a large number of castles like this. Right now, Red's going to have a hard time in stopping all these fighters with a lack of military population space. Trebuchet start hitting this. Going for the elite boyars, so he's going to transition to boyars. And it's a bombard, not a trebuchet engaging. Bombard has 12 range. He does have fletching. We're going to start repairing it on up. Another castle being pulled out by the Slavs as well. So we're going to see something rare. Boyars. We do have boyars being pulled on out now, but he's immediately at pop cap because he has 180 villagers. He needs to take these 14 villagers and delete them. Take another group of villagers and delete them. This keep is starting going down. The elite boyars are soon deployed. Boyars. Yeah, like I said, they have high armor. Wait, but lions, they pierce armor, don't they? Oh, that's a seemingly not good idea. Boyars, they have 8 inherent hack armor, as well as getting the research there will give them up to 11 hack armor, 7 pierce armor. Very, very tanky, but against Lightus, 8 pierce armor. This is actually being a bit more questionable now. These all of these Lightus, they will be useful against hand cannoneers. They'll do 10 damage per vol damage, so it'll take 15 shots to take them out. So the boyars are coming in one at a time, getting out some more halberdiers. Yep, the boyars do go down there. He still has 164 villagers. So we do have now these halberdiers pushing on in. He's now going for hoardings research as well as some more boyars. Boyars are pushing way forward, trying to get some damage there on the Lightus. Need some halberdiers to deal with Lightus overall. He's starting to shrink down the villagers quite a bit. He's collecting more stone all across the map. And I'm not sure what That must have been a major misrally. Nearly every single villager has been called in right there for the wood line. He's actually pretty low in wood, so maybe that was not a mistake. Starting to push on forward with these 4 yards, but it's not exactly a great spot for them. The 4 yards are starting to break on through, though. How much health does Lightus even have? Well, Lightus have 100 health, same as Boyars. They do right now have 21 attack, as opposed to Boyars 18 attack, so they're actually relatively similar right now. Lightus do have a little bit of edge with a higher attack and ignoring armor. More of these trebuchets being blown on the field. Boyars pushing way forward with some good halberdier support as well. More villagers pushing way forward as well. Dying for another forward castle here to claim up the stone once again. There's enough stone here for another Boyar castle. And some barracks here. You could trying to chop wood through this area to break through. Got now these trebuchets being pulled on field, starting to go on down. Has some hand cannons in the back line. There's still a very good number of castles on the field, as well as some and a bit of flash smash damage there with the bombard. Very nice. Right now, Blue's just not complaining a whole lot. He's actually pretty low in wood. Or not wood, food. He needs to take out half this wood line and start deploying it all on farms. Warriors do have increased food collection rate from farms, so that's going to be very useful. How's the gold on this map? I see stone deposits everywhere. A couple gold deposits left on the map. The map's running out of gold pretty quickly. Blue does, of course, have 3 relics, has a good reserve of gold, but so does the Slavs. There's another gold deposit here. He's starting to pull out another castle here as well. Fair to say he's starting to engage in this one castle. He still has a little bit too many villagers, but the villager count is slightly higher. Zalakdago gains some shanks there. Gold being collected on up here. More trebuchet fire there onto the castle. Got more of these trebuchets pushing way forward. I wonder if he has the AoE damage for the halberdiers. Maybe. He's at pop cap. Has a good amount of food at the moment. And has a small reserve of wood. Over here, castle's being repaired on top. Warriors trying to push way forward. They can stand a bit of abuse. Boyar does go down. Now both these castles see a bit of fire there from the trebuchets. Got these Boyars pushing way forward with the halberdiers. The Boyars all go down. Halberdiers making their way forward, taking out a good number of Lightus. Halberdiers now is connecting with the hand cannoneers. They're going to stand and fight. They don't have a whole lot of pure hack armor at the moment. They do have 1 inherent hack armor and 1 research. Able to withstand quite a bit of halberdier fire. Boyars pushing way forward as well. And deal with this Lightus. Now, we haven't seen any winged hussars being pulled out just yet. Got more of these trebuchets engaged in these castles as well. Trebuchets do go down there, get a bit of damage there on that castle. More Boyars push way forward. Does go through that Lightus, now trying to overrun these hand cannoneers. Now I got the trebuchets, trying to engage trebuchets. Red's trying to repair up those castles, been doing a good job of collecting up the gold in the, or not the gold, the stone on the map. Both players do have enough stone for another castle. Red's trebuchets hitting Blue's castle now. Lightus are starting to go down. There's a bit too many Boyars here, and plus the halberdiers needs good fire support as well. Now able to overrun the bombards there. Got a bit of damage on the trebuchets. Now the churches should be able to do the castle. Those good number of hand cannoneers in this region. Over here, these castles seem quite a bit damaged there. Has been a number of villagers repairing them up. It's sort of stolen up the gold collection there as well. Right now, Lou has expended through his gold reserve. Hopefully he has the Hussar research. He does only have the light cavalry research. He needs to start eyeing for the Hussar research, and now we do have the Hussar research on there. He's actually lacking stables. He's been pulling out a lot of Lightus from the castle, so he actually doesn't have a whole lot of stables on the field, doesn't he? Boyars pushing way forward, trying to get some good damage there onto these cannoneers now. Going for his halberdier research as well. Cannoneers going to stand and fight. Nice little choke point there. Got some guys on the high ground. But Boyars pushing their way through. The high pierce armor, as those hack armor, make them very resilient to those cannoneers. The Lightus are still able to punch right through it. More stables going up. He's eyeing for the Wing Hussar research is almost complete as well. And now with the Wing Hussars, these Boyars are going to be very good versus the Wing Hussars. They were probably going to do 1 damage each per hit. They are not going to do much versus these Boyars. In fact, with the Halberdiers as well, he should not go to Wing Hussars. He should just go. He needs to go for skirmishers as well as pikemen. See, I can't select. There's one of the Wing Hussars. Does 11 damage at the moment, and he can't get the final blacksmith research, which means they will only ever do 1 damage to these Boyars. These Boyars are going to be incredibly effective versus these Wing Hussars. He also probably should go for these skirmishers over Hussars, Winged Hussars at that point in time. Because at least they will get some bonus damage to the halberdiers of his opponent. Additionally, he can't be going for mass halberdier versus mass halberdier because his opponent could get the unique tech to allow his halberdiers to do AoE damage, splash damage. These villagers are not going to be overrun. These are Red's villagers, apparently. He has too many villagers still, so losing them is fine. And probably good. More Winged Hussars being pulled on the field. These castles still receive a bit of fire. Unable to protect them. And one of the castles do go down. The other one will go down shortly as well. More Winged Hussars being pulled on the field. The Boyars do, of course, have their 11 hack armor. He does spot these Winged Hussars pushing through. A couple of halberdiers are going to be pursuing them. They're not going to move all too quickly. Got some castle fire here and there. He still has a little bit too many villagers, in my opinion. Taking time to collect this gold. Perhaps finish that all off. Still got not even enough gold there. This map's running out of gold quickly. The Lithuanians do have a bit of gold to work with. The Slavs do find another relic. There's actually still another relic there. He definitely has spotted it. Boyars may want to turn around and hit these Lightus. They're trying to pursue the Winged Hussars. Castle does go down there. Stone almost completed, collected there. Right now, the Lithuanians also have 1,800 stone stored up. The Slavs only have 700. Lightus do get claps on in. Just simply too many Boyars for them to deal with. I got some halberdiers here. Able to deal with these Winged Hussars no problem. This Winged Hussars taking out some of these villagers here. Stone Closet has a little bit left there. Nothing too important though. Still playing stone over here. And there's some stone here. Just trying to push me forward, getting more infrastructure pull on field. Winged Hussars still being a bit of a problem for him. Now getting out his own halberdiers. Let's see what the Slavs are doing. More halberdiers, more Boyars. He has a 10,000 food. Jeez. He probably could take some of them off food and start cooking up some wood. He's actually blowing wood. And maybe start trying to be more aggressive towards through the gold and stone. Boyars are pushing way forward. There's some hand cannoneers here as well. let's say the Halberdiers have the AoE damage splash tech. We're gonna go for another castle over here. I wonder if he has murder holes. Doesn't appear he has the AoE damage. He does have murder holes. Maybe he does have the AoE damage. It's hard for me to tell. Lightest are beating the 4 yards, but still giving them the Halberdiers deal with the lightest. And Cannoneers is firing away, bit of high ground damage as well. More damage over here. Let's point out some more of these Halberdiers, as well as some more Boyars. All the Boyars have been deployed. And he's now out of gold. He does, of course, have 2 relics. One has 3. Castle completed. Of course, these village... actually, now he has the same villager count as opponent. And we'll be able to deny this stone deposit there from his opponent, and maybe collect up the rest of his gold while at it. He could definitely use less villagers on farms. And he actually needs a bit more... I suppose he could potentially go for his own, like, Calvin Hussars himself. Halberdiers are starting to engage Halberdiers. Let's see if he has the AoE damage. I think he... No, he does not have the AoE damage. He could really use that AoE damage right now. Sell off 5,000 food to get the gold for that research. That will go a long way at this moment in time. Yeah, now this castle, we're seeing a bit of fire there. Halberdiers push away forward. Over here, we've got Siege Workshop here, trying to go for his own castle. Halberdiers push away forward, trying to get some good damage. More Halberdiers push away forward, but they're just being rallied forward, so they're being picked off one at a time. And right now, Red does not have his proper reserves being researched. Now getting a big wave of Boyars blowed on the field. Winged Hussars moving around. Still got some castles here and there. Some of these villagers are getting hit by these Halberdiers now. It's getting some light cavalry being pulled on the field, but he only has 1 stable on the field apparently. That needs to change. He needs to get a lot more wood. And he does, I think he sold off a lot of his food for some gold. Not sure what he got with it. Got a bit of stone to work with as well. Couple stone mines there. It's just still some stone back here. Javier is now engaging. He may have got that with that big line of Boyars that probably saw. And it looks like Red is sending all of his guys in the grinder, and Red is casting GG now. The Boyars, as much as I like to see, like, oh, perfect, good to see that unit, it was not a good item at this moment in time. The armor piercing was just hard counter to the high armored unit. And the fact he didn't get the AoE melee damage upgrade was also another big problem as well. Either way, this is Android saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.